What's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back with another post-fight analysis video. All right, y'all. Stipe Miocic versus Francis Ngannou 2, the main event last night for UFC 260. Wow, man, this was a good fight. Francis Ngannou, he was just on another level in this fight. He proved me wrong. And like I always say, man, if a fighter can prove me wrong, that means they're doing something right. You know, he definitely answered a lot of questions I had. You know, some of the questions I had was, was Stipe going to be able to take him into deep waters? Was Francis going to come out swinging wild? Was Usman's influence going to really be evident in this fight? And yeah, man, Usman definitely helped Francis Ngannou grow as a fighter. You could see that he was very patient, very disciplined in this fight. And yeah, Stipe wasn't able to take him in deep waters because of the good game plan they executed. You know, nice straight shots. And first off, Francis Ngannou this time around was a very patient assassin in there. You know, he executed a good game plan based around the intimidation factor of his power. You know, the fact that he had the equalizer, you know, it always kept Stipe honest in this fight. It wasn't like him just throwing wild swinging home run shots, because when you telegraph shots like that, somebody like Stipe will just set traps, he'll smother your offense, and he'll see what's coming. You know, there's nothing to really, base it off of. So there's more to base it off of because he'll see shots coming. But in this one, there wasn't much to base it off of because Francis Ngannou was much more poised this time. You know, he was making Stipe overthink. So instead of putting together like a wild, those wild swinging shots, he put together a nice string of jabs, leg kicks, head kicks, and showcased some good takedown defense in this fight, all in the first round. So by then, Stipe, he was a little bit slower, a little bit more weary of the power, and he was kind of overthinking, I think. So by the time he tried to open up in the second round, Francis Ngannou would have switched levels on him. You know, he finished chopping the legs down and going to the body, that by the time he started headhunting, the headshot started coming a lot stronger, and he was able to score that big left hook to stop him in the second round. So real quick, let's go back and look at the first round. Francis Ngannou, very patient this time around, just opened up with some nice calf kicks and some nice body punches. Good straight right hand to the body, and that's what I'm saying. You throw those straight shots down the pipe, you can never miss. You know, don't try to win yourself out throwing those wild winging shots where you can be countered. Just go straight down the pipe with the jab and the right hand to the body. And then Ngannou sets up a nice double jab that doesn't really land, but it opens up the overhand right, and he cracks Stipe over the side of the head. And Stipe takes that shot, but he woke up here. Because when he wakes up, he tries to go in for that clinch, but Ngannou does a nice little stuff of the takedown. He stuffs the takedown, he spins around, gets the back of Stipe, puts that weight on him, and he starts landing some good ground and pound. So I thought the fight was about to end here. I thought Ngannou was about to end it, man, landing some big shots. But once again, Stipe, he shows that durability. He lasts around, and he starts landing a few leg kicks of his own, but the pace more so favors Ngannou here. He's picking his shots, leg kicks, going to the body, just keeping the pressure on him, and just has Stipe thinking, Stipe's just on the back foot, and he just, survives the round. So dominant first round for Ngannou. Second round, Francis Ngannou, that jab and low kick is very effective this time around. He opens up in the pocket, lands a jab and a low kick. Stipe, he tries to close that distance, but when he closes that distance to land some offense, he eats a big stiff left jab and he's down. Ngannou drops him from that stiff left jab. Stipe, he bounces back up only to eat a barrage. And this time, as he's backing up, Stipe, he wants to step in and land his own counter. But when he steps in, he eats a nice compact left hook, and he is starched. He falls back on his leg and his arm, and he is out on his back in the opening minute. So yeah, man, second round knockout by Francis Ngannou. Francis, he executed the right game plan in this fight. Just some good, patient, straight striking, chopping foundation, going up to the body. And in that second round, he just switched it up, started headhunting. He just opened up with the offense, landed some beautiful shots. And it all started with that shotgun jab in that opening minute of the second round. And when Stipe was hurt, as he tried to step back, he tried to fight back. When he stepped in, compact left hook, boom, on his back, he's out. Good fight, man. All around good fight. Shout out to Francis Ngannou. He captured that heavyweight title. He's the undisputed heavyweight champion. And yeah, man, I just didn't think, man, that he could be able to execute all this stuff, man, like this in, just a matter of a span of a couple of years or so. Just because after that first Stipe fight, he lost to Derek Lewis next, and then he went on a string of knockout wins where you didn't really see him use a lot of tools. He was just knocking people out again. But this time around, he became, like I said, the patient assassin. Much more methodical with his approach. Like I said, he needed to do in my keys to victory. You know, he had to be much more methodical and no wild swinging, just break down Stipe Miocic, and that's what he did. So yeah, man, moving forward from here, we all know what that opens the door for. I mean, y'all saw the Twitter remarks from Jon Jones. He said, showing the money, he wants to fight. So Jon Jones gets the winner of this fight, and it's going to be Francis Ngannou. As for Stipe Miocic, we'll see where he's going from here. You know, he's already, 38 years old. We'll see if he wants to return, if he wants to get a rubber match, or what, or if he'll continue to fight and then maybe just retire after a few more fights. But we'll see, man. I mean, the guy held it down for a long time. It might be time to retire. You know, don't want to see the guy get hurt. You know, he has a wife and kid, and he does have a job as a firefighter too, you know, so we'll see from here. But as for Francis Ngannou, man, yeah, man, versus Jon Jones, that's going to be a good fight. I can't call it right now. You know, after seeing what Francis Ngannou could do just by having Kamaru Usman in his corner and just the little improvements he made, man, like, this guy could be deadly, man. You know, just the way he's picking his shots now is a hard puncher, and the way he switches levels, he's chopping you down from the legs. Then he's becoming a headhunter. This guy's going to be deadly, man. This is going to be a deadly heavyweight champion. So yeah, man, we'll talk more about that in some other videos. I just want to come back and kind of, you know, give you my post-fight thoughts, post-fight analysis on this heavyweight fight. Man, MMA is winning, bro. MMA is definitely winning. We're getting some good heavyweight fights, welterweight fights, WMMA fights, whatever you want to call them, man. We're getting some good fights over here with mixed martial arts. But guys, let me know what y'all want to see Francis Ngannou do from here, as well as Stipe. Shout out to both guys. You know, great guys, you know, great warriors in there that really want to throw down. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.